Well. Now that the dust is settled and the smoke is clear and free agency pretty much calmed down greatly, we turn our attention to focus on the upcoming draft. Daniel Jeremiah, my boy DJ, the draft guru, just dropped his mock draft 3.0. And in this mock draft, he got the Washington Commanders taking a dog. Let's talk about it.
Welcome to Everything Commanders with your host, Dream Team Budah. Hail to the Commanders.
What's good, Commanders family? Welcome to another episode of Everything Commanders. I am your host, Dream Team Budah. Listen, man, the draft is right around the corner, and I'm very excited to see how the draft unfolds. The free agency period pretty much has came, and it's still here a little bit, but at the same time, it's died down greatly. So now we focus our attention to the NFL draft, and I'm excited, y'all. DJ just dropped his mock draft 3.0, and you'd be surprised at this guy that they said that we would take at pick number 29. He mocked us to take the cornerback out of Florida State, their best cornerback, Azari Thomas. Now, a little bit about this guy. He fits what Dan Quinn and Joe Witt want to do when it comes to their defensive scheme. We all know they love long, lengthy pause DBs that can play press man and that can be very aggressive at the point of attack. Marshon Lattimore is that cornerback, but at the same time, Marshon Lattimore, we already know he's no young spring chicken, but he still can get the job done. And I think that he still can be very productive for the Washington Commanders. However, you need some young dogs that can be physical, but don't get penalized so much. You know what I'm saying? That's raw, and you can teach them early on before they get set in their own ways. You feel me? Like your boy Azari Thomas, and I hope I'm saying his name right. He's 6'1.5", almost 6'2". He got some nice speed. He's very aggressive. You know, he like to be up in your face. You know, at the line of scrimmage. He don't really play off like a lot of cornerbacks play scared, and like you know they scared they're gonna get beat or whatever. That's his go-to. He loved to play press man, just to jam you on your route so he can get in your face, frustrate you, and actually win the one-on-one. Hopefully, just hopefully, if we were to draft him, he would be able to get in the A.J. Brown face. Now, I know that's a tall order, okay? That's a tough task to ask from a rookie. But this young kid, if developed properly, can be a dog in the National Football League. Now, last year, he had his best year of his career, and he had a whole lot of PBUs. You know, he broke up a lot of passes. He only had one interception or whatever the case may be. He's not, I want to say, the ball hawk type corner that, you know, most people would love, whatever the case may be. But in a scheme, schematically, he probably get a whole lot of turnovers. He's no Benjamin St-Juste. I know you probably thinking, well, that sounds like Benjamin St-Juste. Benjamin St-Juste, he was, you know, very aggressive, got penalized a lot, long, lengthy. He had a little bit of speed with him. Nah, it's different. It's different. Benjamin St-Juste, first 4 years in the NFL, first 3 years in the NFL was wasted. He really didn't progress from year one on down. He really didn't progress. Now that he was in a scheme with Joe Witt and them, they feel like, you know, they couldn't really save him. Who's to say that they won't, you know, be able to turn Azari Thomas into your next dog, Richard Sherman, or somebody like that? You know what I'm saying? But this is just the mock draft 3.0 after the free agency has taken place. And let's take a look at Azari Thomas. All right, so as I said, the young guy played for Florida State. He a junior, you know what I'm saying? He from Florida. He's 6'1.5", 197 pounds. That's a good size for a physical corner. You know, he got a 32 3/8 arm, and he got a 10-inch hand. So he pretty much can get his hands on some balls. No diddy, right? Let's take a look at this overview. First of all, at the combine, he did participate in the combine. He only did the broad jump at the combine, which he jumped 10 feet 2 inches. Not bad. But he didn't participate in the 3-cone drill, the 20-yard drill, the 20-yard shuttle, the bench press, the 40-yard. He didn't do none of that stuff. And I think he did that to protect his draft stock, because a lot of these prospects go to the combine and did whatever they run and whatever their measurables come back as could pretty much potentially drop them or raise the bar for them as far as their prediction as to where they go in the draft. We're going to take the time. Let's look at his overview. According to Lance Zierlein, the NFL analyst, he say he plays press man corner with average speed but excellent length to disrupt the game flow for opponents. Like I told y'all, he like to get into the face of his opponents. I'm telling you, he's aggressive. Thomas deters early looks his way from quarterbacks by jabbing, crowding, and smothering the release from the press. He lacks route recognition and lateral twitch to stay tight to breaks from off man. He also needs to develop his instincts and trust his eyes from zone coverage. They got to groom him. They got to groom him, just like most of these prospects that come into the NFL. When you picking at 29, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have some work to do. He has average top-end speed, but competes to shrink the receiver's downfield catch odds by using his length and ball skills. His job is to get in your face, piss you off, mess up the timing of the route, stiff arm you Heisman at the line of scrimmage, and make sure that he can do whatever he got to do to bring you down to his size. Smart. He's smart. But in the NFL, those receivers like A.J. Brown, they stronger. So you gotta adjust to the bigger receivers in the NFL. He was just playing college. We'll see how it turned out. He's more likely to spoil you a catch than make a play on the football that results in a turnover. But that could change with more experience. This young guy is raw. He's not, like I told you, he's not the ball hawk cornerback. You know what I'm saying? Not to say he can't be, but from what we've seen his first 3 years in college, he hasn't been that. He hasn't been that. But he's always been there on the ball. He's been very aggressive. He can get a little handsy, but he's aggressive. And we just going over this for the sake of who Daniel Jeremiah believes that we will pick at 29. He's below average in run support. That's not good. We definitely need somebody to play the run. Although he improved in that area in 2024, Thomas needs more seasoning, but he could become a good starter within 2 or 3 years. I do not like that. I do not like that. We need somebody that can come in right away and give us value and give us quality reps at the cornerback position. At 29, if it's going to be a situation where as though a guy is too raw with his talent, in my opinion, I feel like we should take the best available or either trade back at pick number 29. If this prospect is so raw, he got to be one of a kind for me to be okay with them, reaching to actually pick him at pick number 29. If I had my way, if Harrison was there, I'd take Harrison if I'm taking a DB. All right, so let's go over some of his strengths. He has imposing size and length as a press corner, as we just spoke about. He liked to get in your face. He liked to throw the jab. He liked to be very, very aggressive at the point of contact. He stalls receivers' release with a strong punch. I just stated that. Crowds and connects to the early stages of the route. Okay, so as the pressure gets to the quarterback, it helps the DB. He can be aggressive, more like the style of Terry and Arnold and say Christian Gonzalez, but Christian Gonzalez can run. He's like fast. This guy has gained speed, but he did not run the 40, so we have to wait until he do his pro day to actually understand how fast he's going to run when it comes to the 40. My guess is low 4.4s. I don't think he's a low 4.3 or high 4.3 type guy, but all you need is the 4.4 speed for real to be pretty much good at corner. You know what I'm saying? You could be anywhere between 4.4 and 4.5 to me. Long as you don't put him on an island. You know what I'm saying? To actually be out there one-on-one with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, all right. So with all prospects that have good strength, let's go over some of their weaknesses. Some of his weaknesses are average body control to mirror wrinkles in the route. Okay? Roughhousing at break points could lead to penalties. Now, I just explained to you all, this guy is raw. So he's going to need some development, okay? It will take a lot of work, just like it'll take with any other prospect, but it's going to take a lot of work, and I believe that Joe Witt Jr. and Dan Quinn can actually get in this young guy's ear if he's a good learner and he can retain what they are teaching him, that he could be very, very, very effective for the Washington Commanders. But anyway, this is just who Dane Jeremiah predicted we picked at number 29. So let's take a look at some of his highlights.
Steps up, delivers. Dangerous throw, knocked away by Thomas.
3rd and 4. Seminoles send pressure. Lagway, quick release to the end zone. It's intercepted. I think they played the Huskies, Washington, on the West Coast. Toss into the boundary, Monfa.
13-0 regular season, ACC championship season. 5 different receivers already for
Is up in Norman today. Backed up to Seth Hennigan. It's incomplete. And they also have 3 giveaways.
Just cannot win giving the football to the other team. Simple as that.
Little tunnel screen. Drake might be about a half-yard shy of the first down. It's going to be 3rd down.
2nd down and 6. Quick throw, quick catch, it stays on. And he gets tripped up. That's a
All right, so as you can see, not bad for pick number 29. When I pick him at 29, I'd say I'm leaning on the side of no versus yeah. Now, they may see something in him that I don't see. I pretty much haven't been watching this kid like the professionals be doing it, like the pros. You got pros out here that watch these kids week in, week out, year in, year out. They know more than I know, okay? But I'm just trying to help break this guy down for the Commanders fans. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, at 29, me personally, y'all already know where I'm leaning to. I'm trying to trade out of that pick to pick up a 2nd and a 3rd, so that way we had 3 picks on day number 2, or take the best player available. That's always my number 1 option right there. That's why they signing all these free agents, to actually address all needs right now, so that when we go into the draft, you're not there to address needs. Because look at where we're picking at. We're picking at the end of the draft. If we were picking early on in the draft, then I'll lean more to addressing the need, you know, as long as you don't have too many holes to fill. So yeah, I just wanted to get this mock draft 3.0 out to y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all of my support and all of my Commanders family. And we're looking forward to having a great draft this year, y'all. Also, last but not least, we're on the road to 1K. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do so before you leave up out of here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, as we're on the road to 1K. Commanders family, before I leave, left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. Let's get it.